It was one beautiful morning. The teacher and children started their day with prayer. Then the teacher asked, "How are you, little children?" All told together, "Fine, ma'am." So, to know the state of others, we shall ask question using how. How are you? And the reply for that could be fine. Okay? Then the teacher started taking geography class and told the students that it is their responsibility to take care of and make the world all the more beautiful. Sam immediately asked, "How to make it beautiful, ma'am?" The teacher said, "You can make it beautiful by cleaning." So, if you do not know something, how to do it, you can ask question. How to solve the problem? How to ride the bicycle? Yes. The teacher told them, go to public places or even your own home and neighborhood. See whether it is clean or no. Sweep, collect garbage and drop it in the dustbins. Then buy a pot of new plant. Plant it wherever possible and take care of it by watering. Do not forget that, okay? Hannah planted and took care of her plants. She was very much delighted to tell it to Akhil, who came to her home. He asked her, how many flowers blossomed in that new plant? She thought for a while and said, 5 flowers were blossomed. Akhil was equally happy to hear that and decided to plant in his home too. He asked her, how much water do the plants need? She said, different plants need varying amounts of water. So you pour water and let it soak in. He asked her, how often do we have to water it? She said, check whether it is dry and water it every day. Akhil was quiet and thinking to himself. Hannah asked teasingly, are you not going to ask me how long will the flowers take to bloom? Yeah? Suddenly remembering, Akhil said, yeah, I was about to ask that. Hannah smilingly said, my flowers took a month to blossom. So, to know the exact number of something which could be counted, we need to ask using how many. For example, how many toys do you have? How many balls do you have? How many pencils do you have? Okay? Certain things could not be counted like sugar, salt, water, oil. Yes? For such, we can only measure it. So we shall ask question using how much sugar do you have at home? How much salt do you have at home? How much water do you drink daily? Okay? To know the number of times a particular action has been done, you can ask using how often. Okay? For example, how often do you visit your friend's home? To know the period of time, we can ask using how long. Okay? How long will you take to complete this work? Clear? Akhil was excited and asked Hannah, how about cleaning the park this week as our teacher said? Hannah said, sure, we shall go. And she added, but how far is it from my home? Akhil quickly said, it's just a 5-minute walking distance from your home. So, to ask how others think about something, we shall ask using how about. To know the distance, we shall ask using how far. Okay? On Saturday morning, Akhil and Hannah reached the park. Seeing the dirty condition of the park, Hannah asked, how come the park is so dirty? Akhil said, people who are very careless and lazy, they strongly believe that it's not their responsibility. So they throw everything around after using it. So, To know how a particular thing happens, we can ask, how come? How come he be so rude to me? I am responding to him politely, but he is so rude. How come? Akhil, Hannah, along with some of their friends, started collecting garbages. They swept every nook and corner. They segregated the waste to dispose everything properly. They dropped everything in 3 different dustbins. One is organic, where leaves and cut branches would go in, and the papers that are thrown would be collected and put in one of the dustbins, and plastic bottles and wrappers, everything would be collected and put in one of the dustbins. After completing their works, they were all the more joyful to see the beautiful park. They decided to see who begins to dirty the park. Lily was given the duty and she was hiding to see. A person who ate the banana threw the banana peel carelessly and went off. Lily told this to her friends. One of her friends, Martha, was so curious to see the person. So she asked, "How does he look like?" Lily said, "He is tall, fair, and has brown hair." Martha said, "Okay, no worries. I'll take care of him." Lily mockingly asked, "How? You? How come?" Next day, Martha saw the same person with the identification as described by Lily, and she saw him through the banana peel in the same manner. Martha was very much upset. She took the trash bag to him and asked him to drop the peel into it. The man felt all the more ashamed and he realized his mistake. He asked her, "How old are you, kid?" For which she said, "I'm 7 years old." So, to ask the age of the person, we can use how old. Children, shall we do one activity? Now, let me give you certain questions, okay, of how to ask questions using how and how to respond to such questions. You need to match with the right answers. Are you ready, children? Okay, let's do this. See the question. How are you? What would be the answer? Yes, you're right. I'm fine, Livia. Okay. How to get first rank? What would be the answer? Exactly, by studying daily lessons on the same day. Okay. How many toys you have? I can count the toys, right? So how can I say? I have 4. You're right. How much milk do you drink every day? Can I count the milk? No, right? I can measure. So how much milk do you drink every day? You're right, 2 glasses. How did I look when I was a baby? What was my appearance like? You were thin and small. Exactly. To know the age? How old are you? I am 8 years old. Too good. Now tell me, children, how far is your school from home? What's the distance? Yes, you're right. A 15-minute walking distance. How long will you take to complete your homework? What's the time period that you will take? Too good. 1 hour. You're right. How often do you go to your grandma's home? Exactly, twice in a month. How about going to Pooja's house? Asking how they feel. I'm ready, we shall. How come you eat bitter gourd? It's bitter, right? Because it's good for health, so I will eat that. Yup. As we have seen in this lesson, you want the world to be beautiful, right? For that, you have to be the change that you wish to see in the world. Okay, children? I'll meet you with another interesting video. Thank you.